Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I want to talk about Battle for the Lost Planet. It also has Mutant War, the sequel. This was a film done by... what's the guy's name? Wow, his name's escaping me. But, I'm sorry, Brett Piper. And it's a very, very low-budget, kind of Ray Harryhausen special effects sci-fi movie. I wanted my wife to see this. She's a big sci-fi fan. I picked this up pretty cheap online in a Facebook group from a guy that was selling movies, and I figured I'd watch them with her. And she thought they were okay. She didn't love them. I admittedly liked them more than her, but they're definitely on the low end of the sci-fi movie scale. Everything is very, very goofy, and the actors aren't that great, and the scenery's cheesy, and the monsters are all very they're stop motion, like Ray Harryhausen with the clay. So the monsters look silly for nowadays, but pretty impressive that they were actually able to do so much with them, by hand. The first movie, Battle for the Lost Planet, starts out with a thief named Harry Trent, who is played by Matt Mittler, and he's stealing some military secrets, and he ends up stranded alone in space aboard a spacecraft by himself, and for 5 years, I think it is. And there's enough, I guess the spaceship isn't going to just crash and explode after 5 years. It's making its way to wherever, except now he has got no way to communicate and nobody with him, and he's just going crazy in this spaceship, working out, yelling at the computer on board, drawing things on the walls. He eventually lands, and the world has changed as he's like mutants there, and he's fighting with the mutants, and he gets taken in by this little human colony, and he kind of helps them on this quest, and that's the gist of the film. It's pretty fun. It's, like I said, very low budget, very schlocky and goofy and cheesy is probably the best term for it, cheesy. And yeah, I liked it. There was these weird mutants, and has a post-apocalyptic type of feeling to it. Some of the characters are pretty interesting and funny. There's this kind of a light-hearted nature to it. The sequel, also Mutant War, is on this disc. Also has a light-hearted nature to it. He, this time, befriends a young girl who needs his help, and he's going to save her family with her. And there's these other, mutants they're not the mutants from the first film, but they're cannibal mutants type things that are eating people, and he's trying to help stop them and get this girl's family back. So they're both pretty fun, cheesy films, very similar. The first one, I believe, came out in 85, and the second one came out in 88. They're about 60 minutes or so each. They're not very long. And yeah, it says here, as I said, Ray Harryhausen inspired stop motion, no budget battle sequences. The movies are newly scanned and restored in 2K from 16mm and 35mm negatives. An interview with the writer-director Brett Piper, small director's introduction for both films, which are about 15 seconds each, a trailer for Mutant War, reversible cover art, and subtitles. Not the biggest release for Vinegar Syndrome, but if you like really cheesy, low-budget, schlocky sci-fi, I think these are pretty fun. I don't think they're great, but you have to be in the right mood. And if you're a big science fiction aficionado, maybe you like Planet of the Apes or something, I would recommend Battle for the Lost Planet and Mutant War, and definitely the one I reviewed as well, Hell Comes to Frogtown. Let me know, guys, if you've seen Battle for the Lost Planet or Mutant War, what you thought. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.